Merry Christmas, everyone, and happy holidays! Ho, ho, ho! I'm Ashley.
And I'm Liz. This is the Besties in the Books podcast.
Christmas edition!
Hey.
Welcome, welcome!
Oh, we were supposed to look for jingle bells.
Oh, dang. Jingle, 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 jingle.
Not quite the same, but that's okay. It's okay.
So I'll get my triangle and my gong out and just simultaneously put them together.
I don't know if that would have the same effect, but you could try.
Oh, I wish there was jingle bells.
That's okay. It's okay. We've got some other things for you guys today.
Okay.
So, if you've been following along, we, have brought you guys a Halloween episode. Mm-hmm. Brought you guys even a Thanksgiving episode where we wore turkeys on our heads.
Yes, it was fantastic.
And today we're bringing you the Christmas episode.
Where there will be some questionable Christmas hats placed on our head.
Yes.
We'll see what they look like, and so will you.
Today's a spoiler-free episode. Feel free to stick around. If you've watched our previous holiday episodes, we're going to do a little bit of Q&A about Christmas.
Yeah.
We're going to, just to kind of get to know
answering
each
the
other
hard-hitting
better.
questions.
Yeah.
It's
journalism is really what it is.
Just like really profound, provocative, if you will.
Provocative.
Deep Christmas questions.
What's
like
that Will
our
Ferrell
favorite
quote?
Desserts and like our favorite movies and all that.
It's from Anchorman. Provocative. What does he say?
Yeah. No, it's from Blades of Glory.
Blades of Glory. Yeah.
No, nobody knows what it means. That's why it's provocative.
Yeah. Exactly. No one knows what it means.
So.
And then we'll bring you some Christmas time. Am I the a-hole Reddits?
Yeah.
Because, the holiday ones they just get better and better. Yeah. Like the deeper you go. Yeah. Is what I'm finding.
Truly.
And then we'll do some Christmas Smasher passes. Mm-hmm. Just an extended version of just general Christmas things.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Do we like them or do we hate them?
Yeah. Are we into it or are we not?
Yeah. And then we'll pose them to you guys on our social media. That way everyone can kind of, play along.
And we can do a poll. We can see who has the better taste and who doesn't.
Good taste.
So we're going to do that. It's going to be great.
It's going to be great. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around to see what... We haven't even unboxed our hats yet, guys.
Look at signed, sealed, delivered, baby. Have to unpack it here.
So we're going to unpack those, put those on in just a second. But first we wanted to say thank you for being here.
Dude, you guys. It's the freaking holidays. So we wanted to make sure that we brought you the holiday cheer. Whether you're into it or you're not, it's vibes.
If
just
you're not,
be here
we're
for
going
it.
To shove it down your throat anyway.
Yeah, you're going to listen, and you're going to like it. No, but seriously, the time of year is crazy. We understand how much it takes to make time for yourself. So whether you're sitting there wrapping gifts and we're in your ear, you're hanging out in the car, you're running around frantically, you're just chilling at your house, you're at work, wherever you are, thank you for thinking of us and popping us in your ear.
Yep.
Or watching us visually here on YouTube, because it just means the world to us. So this is our first year podcasting. Gosh. We're going to be coming up on our year anniversary here in a few months.
That's crazy.
And I could cry right now. Oh, thank you guys.
Of joy. Tears of joy.
Of just all of your guys' support throughout this time for us. And it's just been amazing. It's just been so good. So if you want to join us in this community that we have building here, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe if you're not yet. Yep. Anywhere you like to listen to your favorite podcast, including YouTube, because, you might be listening and wondering what's with the hats and the weirdness and the wigs. We're on YouTube.
Just comedy.
Visually. So,
visual comedy.
Just like to give everybody what they want. If you want to listen, you can just listen. If you want to listen and look, you could do both.
Totally.
Yeah, so, we're Besties and Books podcast everywhere. And if you have time to go on YouTube, we'll be posting pictures of the hats and all their beautiful glory, over there on Instagram at Besties and the Books podcast. So check it out.
So let's go. Let's do it. Do the honors.
Do the honors. All right. Yep. With my scary scissors.
Yeah. So we ordered these. So obviously we know what we ordered, but
it's an Amazon situation. You never know what you're going to get.
You never know what you're going to get.
And I honestly, we ordered these in Delirium after the When We Were Young festival, and I don't even remember what we picked.
I mean,
it's a surprise to me.
Though, Ashley and I have come up with some of our best ideas. In Delirium.
Oh, 100%. That's this whole podcast.
Yeah.
Brought to you by, oh my gosh, see, I don't remember these being like this. This is great.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. What is this material called? Tinsel?
I don't even think that's
these are
legal
tinsel-y
anymore in California.
This is, what is it? Not propaganda.
It's bootleg.
Bootleg or paraphernalia?
Paraphernalia.
Yeah. Christmas paraphernalia coming at you. Oh, look at ASMR. Happy holidays. Crinkle, crinkle, and wrapping.
Jingle, jingle, jingle bells.
Jingle, jangle. Dingle, dingle.
Don't say that.
Okay, red or green. Okay, I'm wearing a lot of red.
I should wear
I'll switch
green.
to green.
Okay. No, because then will this match my hair too closely?
Ooh, that's a Christmas tree. That's legit. This is like a red elf Christmas tree. Oh my gosh, that's a full-on Christmas tree. That thing's amazing. Okay, so one of them, for the listeners out there, is a green and yellow tinsel-looking Christmas tree pointy hat. Kind of like elf-like. Mine is almost like a Dr. Seuss Christmas hat.
How do they're supposed to light up. How does that work?
Oh my gosh, I forgot. Well, that one review says it didn't. There should be.
Is there like a button? Oh,
that's amazing. You guys,
I can totally wear
they
the red
light
one.
up.
They do
I hope
light
you
up.
can see it on the visuals.
Wait. Should we turn all the lights off?
Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. Liz has a great idea.
Okay.
Because delirium. We're going to turn the lights off so you can see them.
In their full glory. Oh my god, they're so small. They don't
my
fit
gosh.
over my hair.
What are these, hats for ants? Okay. All right. Oh!
And
you guys see that?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Chrysler.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Crispin.
Or Crispin. Ho, ho, ho. Who wanna go?
I feel like mine is having a hard time.
Yours is. Okay. Please hold.
Does yours fit on your head? Is my head that big?
You know, this podcasting thing's really gone to your head, Liz.
Is my head that big?
It's very wizard-esque. Not your head.
That's a little better.
Yeah, I think you got it.
I mean, honestly, like, I feel like for just ordering these on a whim, they're pretty good.
Yeah, I think that they're like fantasy adjacent too, with the wizard vibes. So I feel like I'm blending right into the background, but
Kinda.
That's all right. You guys get it. You guys get the vibes.
Do you want to switch?
We're not here for accuracy. Well, let's just switch for funsies.
Okay.
Because maybe with my red on red on red, it's too much. Oh yeah, this one is smaller. Does that one fit you better?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just do that.
Is
Well,
my
then now
head
you're
big?
blending. No, this green one's smaller.
I know, but does
feel
it
it.
fit you?
No, great. That one fit better.
Okay.
So what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Does
I'm
that
cool.
one feel like it fits
It
better?
feels like it fits better on my
Okay.
head.
All right, so we got it. We had to
All right.
switch. This one is just a little bit smaller. So, maybe we don't recommend this hat as much from Amazon as we do the turkey
The
hats.
turkey hats were very comfortable and fit really well.
Like, it's almost making me question the ethics that went into making that hat. You know what I mean? Because, like, those almost are like quality of like an art fair.
Oh.
Arts and crafts fair. Like
Kinda.
which
Yeah.
makes me worried that the price was so cheap. These ones feel accurately priced.
Yeah, totally.
If not, maybe we overpaid. But there are lights. I just feel it slowly creeping off. So there you go, guys. It's like a witchy, it's like a very witchy Christmas.
Yeah, I like it though.
Witchy wizard Christmas. Yeah, it's cute.
Good
It's vibes. It's vibes.
Okay.
All right, we're ready.
So now that we've got that out of the way, just in case you guys were
We got to
concerned,
do a fave and fail.
Christmas edition.
Oh, that's a tough one, guys.
Okay.
Liz,
Yeah,
you're going to
it was
start
tough.
off. Far from Logan. La 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 la. Hey, how many Christmas jingles can we fit in one episode?
So many.
You'll find out.
Okay, so my fave of Christmas, and like this is the thing with Christmas, right? It's like there's so many good things. It's like hard to pick just one to talk about. So I picked one that me and my husband do every year. So one of our traditions is that we have a whole like Limax Christmas village.
Yeah.
And so for some reason, I don't know if we saw them when we were at Michael's one year, this was years ago, and we just started like getting one every year to add to our collection. Sometimes we get more than one if like more than one catches our eye. But I have like a pretty big mantle in my living room. It goes across like 2 bookcases and like underneath the TV and stuff. So we have lots of room. So every year we get a new little piece
I love
to
that.
add
That's
to
so
our
cute.
Christmas village. We also have a Halloween village too, but
Yeah.
the Christmas one, it's just so like nostalgic and
yeah.
cute, and they all light up, and it's like a whole vibe, and I like that it's something that we do together. So that's like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's hard to pick just one because there's a lot of stuff about Christmas I really enjoy.
Hello.
It's
The hats
Christmas.
say it all.
Yeah. And I wrote down my fail because it was really hard for me to find or like to think of one, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is not real. I mean, this is a thing about fails. It's like, are they really fails? No. This was pretty funny. So, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before. I try to get me and my husband and my sister and her boyfriend together as much as possible over the holidays to just do stuff. Like if there's community stuff going on, I like to try to plan for us to go do it.
Oh, that's nice.
And yeah, just because, we live in a small town, not a whole lot goes on very often. So I like try to take advantage of it when I can.
Yeah.
And there's this really old theater. It's called the Eureka Theater. And it's right down the street from my work. And they were playing Christmas Vacation. Oh. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Let's go see Christmas Vacation. It's one of my favorite Christmas movies. Arguably, it might be my favorite now.
So good.
Because the older you get, I feel like just the more funny it gets, More relatable it is.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, well, I'll get us tickets. Let's go, all four of us. We'll go on a double date kind of thing, and we'll go see Christmas Vacation at Eureka Theater. I kid you not. So my sister and I got there. No, my sister and me and her boyfriend got there early. My husband had to come by after work. So we're all there early. It was so cold in that theater. Like, I'm talking, like, I hadn't been to that theater in years because we went to, like, a Grease sing-along probably 15 years ago.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And I think that was the last time that I had gone there. It is so decrepit in there.
Yeah.
I swear there was, like, no heat. Ooh. This is, like, literally in December in Humboldt County.
That's
so
crazy.
It's cold.
Yeah.
It's not, like, I would say, it's probably around 30 or 40 degrees.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, cold. Okay.
That's probably illegal
inside,
to, like, still be operating.
Probably. Like, inside, it literally was as cold as outside, if not more cold. Because, when you go inside and it just, like, stores all the cold air, that's how it felt. So, like, literally me and Christina and Brendan are, like, we have jackets on. We have, like, all these layers on, watching Christmas Vacation. I text my husband because he's, like, the type of guy who always keeps, like, a duffel bag with extra clothes in his trunk,
Yeah.
And so I'm like, hey, if you have a blanket or, like, a jacket, make sure to bring those things in here because it's freezing.
Jeez.
And so that's the reason why it was a fail. However... there was just something so hilariously, like, ironic about watching, like, the scenes when they're, like, out chopping down the Christmas tree and they're all freezing to death.
Yeah.
While we're literally sitting there in this theater.
You can see your breath.
Freezing. Literally, you can see your breath. It was so funny. I was like, this is very Christmas Vacation.
Like, this is a little too realistic, like, immersive.
A little too immersive.
Yeah.
But it was so... silly that it was funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where I was like, whoa, okay. So yeah, that's the biggest, like, Christmas fail I can think of because I don't think that anything, like, bad.
Because you just have to, like, you find the fails and they turn into funnies and stuff and funny. Faves because there's stories to tell.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not, like, I'm not to take it, like, not about to take it too seriously.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, so what about you? What did you come up with?
It's so hard. It's just so tricky. I just love Christmas time. Everything about it. Not only, like, just that one day, like, the whole season.
Yeah.
It's the best. So, okay. I gotta pick something. So, I love the, like, excitement of Christmas Eve, going into Christmas morning, like, and I have kids too, so, like, that is exciting for them, like, to get them ready and excited and keep on all those traditions. So just the whole, like, vibe of the season is my favorite,
Yeah.
I can't, like, I don't know if I can narrow it down. So, like, that's just my fave as a season, and everybody's into it. I mean, not everybody, but, like, everybody around me.
I mean, yeah, I get it because I enjoy it a lot.
Put Christmas movies on, make cookies, like, just vibe out. It's the best.
Cozy season is the best.
Yeah.
I agree.
Fail, again, I don't know. Like, that's hard to say because I'm sure I've had, like, food fails here and there. Okay, how about this? So we do still go to my parents a lot for Christmas. Now that my kids are getting older, it's kind of tricky because obviously my hat's falling off. Obviously, like, for my family, we grew up having Christmas at my family's house. Sometimes we would drive it to my grandma's. That was, like, 3 hours away, or at least the local one we would go to, who was down the street. But then the other grandma, sometimes we would go, sometimes we wouldn't. So for the most part, we're there at my parents' house with my brothers and sisters. So now that I have kids that are older, we always go to my mom's because that's just been like where everybody's at, But I'm like, okay, maybe my kids want to be here. I don't know. Like, I don't want to force them, even though they love grandmas and it's so much fun and everybody's doing that. I just don't know. They don't know any different. So like, let's give them the option. So the first year that we did it, it was just my first daughter that was around, obviously. And so we did it. And I think it was COVID the first year too. So we're like, okay, this is a good year to like test it out, see how it goes. So we did that and we were so bored. Because you just realize like how much, for us at least, like it's all about like the people coming in and out and the community, and like we do like Christmas is like a marathon for us because I have such a big family. It's like the different stages at this point. Like you have the Christmas morning, and then because the kids are so little right now, they're waking up so early, and then you have the second round of people coming over, and then they filter out my mom's cooking, and then later my other brothers and sisters come over and we do tons of games now. We do like this super fun, that might be a fave now because it's just so funny to like see all us adults like get so into it. They do that ball that's like saran wrapped with the mittens.
Yeah, you had to explain this to me because I had never heard of it before.
And we have saran wrap, and different layers will have like, you'll have money in them or lottery tickets or sometimes just pieces of chocolate, and you have to wear oven mittens and try to unwrap it, and it's so hard to like find the seam on saran wrap anyway. So imagine adding mittens and a timer, not a timer, but you have to roll. The other person that's up next has to roll the dice, and you have to get a double, and then you switch. So sometimes they get it right away, like right when you put the mitts on, somebody rolls a double. Sometimes you'll have it for like a good solid minute, and usually it's right when you unwrap something that something's about to come out, and then the next person gets it. So anyways, but so a fail is that, we tried staying, obviously we were home that year anyways, and we're like, I don't know if this is going to work, because we got her, she got up, we did the presents, and I already had made dinner the night before, so we're ready, and it was like, I remember it being like between 12 and 3, and we're just kind of like, okay. What do we do? Yeah, just kind of like, what next? We've watched all the movies. We made all the cookies. We did all the things. I'm kind of bummed out now. Like, it was funny. So sad. Because we're like, where's the next stage supposed to go? So, yeah, maybe
that's never happened to me before.
Yeah.
I'm used to pretty, like, I come from a kind of small family. Yeah. So I'm used to a pretty low key. So now that it's usually only like, me and my husband, my sister, and her boyfriend. I like it because it's chill and low key. Yeah. Maybe I'll make them play that game. Dude, I'm not a big game person, but that sounds really funny.
It doesn't have to be a large group. It can definitely still be a small group.
It sounds funny.
Yeah, and we just have everybody contribute, like, however many, $10, $20 or whatever. Yeah. And, like, divvy it up, like, because you could put ones, you can have fives, like, whatever.
Yeah. That sounds really funny.
Because it's high stakes. People get aggressive. And last year we like put music to it.
Oh, that's funny.
So that was super fun. And me and my sister were like just freaking hyping everybody up. That's great.
Hilarious. Well, it's like I'm not a game person. Like you guys know. I can't do games. I can't do crafts. Like it's just not my thing. But I will say I played enough games of categories with my family to where it is hilarious, and we have like a handful, of really good inside jokes because of it, and so I do appreciate that game. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, so maybe we'll do a little categories and a little bit of whatever this game is called. You guys did you name it? Is there a name?
No, there is a name because we didn't make it up.
Okay.
Ball of Fun.
Ball of Fun.
No, there is
Christmas
a name.
Ball of Fun.
It's like Christmas Ball or something like that.
Christmas Ball.
Yeah, play the Christmas Ball. I don't remember. I'm blanking, but yeah. Actually, honestly, my real fail is that one year we couldn't, when just my husband and I were first married, and I think I was working, so I couldn't make it to Christmas for some reason. And we went and watched Wolf of Wall Street, and that I was so mad because I didn't like it. I'm like, this is how I had to spend my Christmas. And it was also like 90 degrees outside, and I'm just like, this isn't even Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, that's Christmas kind of a weird Christmas movie choice. I do like The Wolf of Wall Street, though.
Well, it's one of those, like, well, we're off. Let's just go watch something together. Yeah. And that was, like, all that was on. And I wanted to see it originally, but I was just, like, in a very bad mood because of how circumstances were. Yeah. Like, I want to be with my family for Christmas, and I'm here, and it's so hot outside. It's not even on a Christmas tree, nothing.
Yeah.
You know, so it stood no chance. Nothing that wasn't Christmassy could have survived. So.
Oh, I have a follow-up.
Okay.
Before we get into the questions.
Okay.
From the Thanksgiving episode.
A follow-up.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We have a development. So on the last holiday episode, I had mentioned that I would love it if my husband was into cutting down a real Christmas tree, because this is like, we have a pickup now that obviously is 4-wheel drive, so we can drive out into the mountains.
Yeah.
And my husband now knows how to chainsaw things. That's a whole different story. So I asked him, I texted him and I was like, hey, can we go do this for the first year ever? And he was very into it. He's
Love
just
that.
excited to chainsaw something.
Yeah.
Any excuse, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the follow-up update. So this year we will be having an actual...
Right now it's up.
Right now. Yeah, I guess that's true.
So we could put a picture in.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll have actual proof to show you guys
there you
that
go.
it happened.
Da, 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 da,
Maybe I'll include a couple funny pictures too of like us chopping it down.
Yeah.
Hopefully that goes well. We'll see. But anyways, okay, so let's get started with our Christmas questions.
She can't feel her eyes, are frozen shut. Okay.
What?
She can't feel her eyes.
Okay, God. I was like, what are you talking
Christmas
about?
vacation. Okay. All right.
Hit me with your best shot.
Well, we just talked about it, I think, so let's agree. Favorite Christmas movie?
Favorite Christmas movie. Yeah, okay, so I love Christmas movies, though, so let's just compile
Like, we
a
really
list.
need to, like, dive deep into this.
Yeah.
You know?
So, Christmas Vacation, I love it. If I had to pick one, I would probably pick that one, because of the fact that, like I said, it just gets funnier and funnier.
Yeah. Like, I could watch that one multiple times in one season.
Totally.
Easily. That's like my Dumb and Dumber for Christmas movies.
For Christmas
like,
time.
I can name so many lines, and we do on the daily throughout the year.
Yeah. That's so true.
It's a good one.
And I just thought of this too, and I should have included it in the Thanksgiving stuff that I watch, but I love watching Frozen 2 as a holiday movie.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, because it's Thanksgiving, Christmas adjacent.
Yeah.
So I do really like that. But the classics, okay, so like, I'd say my second favorite is probably Love Actually.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good.
Yep.
I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah, let's say maybe top 5.
Top 5. Okay, that's good. That's fair. Family Stone.
Oh, yeah, you like Sarah Jessica Parker.
I do. Which, ironically, Ashley does not like Sarah Jessica Parker, but I think one of the reasons why I like her is because she reminds me of you.
Great.
Yeah. But anyways, we'll find out.
Me and my sisters get that sometimes. Me and my older sister.
Yeah.
That we like.
It's
look
100%
like her
accurate.
a little bit. I just
It's
don't
the
like her
mannerisms.
personality, though.
I mean, I don't think your personalities are the same in anything.
I mean, at least what she acting wise, like
It's
you know.
like literally
except
your
her and Hocus
mannerisms.
Pocus.
Yeah,
Love
okay,
her
but
there.
you're also not like her in that.
No, I know. One could
ditzy
only
witch.
hope. Yeah.
Let's see, Elf,
Yeah.
of course.
That one is one that we didn't like originally, right?
When it came out, I
First
think
came
that
out.
it was like one of those things where it's like
Needs to grow.
it needed to grow on us because we were used to Will Ferrell in a different capacity.
Like more inappropriate.
Yeah,
For sure.
And so it took a second.
It was
to,
like his
catch on.
first like family friendly other than
I
SNL.
think so. Yeah.
Like not that some of his other ones aren't necessarily family friendly, but it was like this was kid oriented
Yeah.
essentially. Yeah.
Totally.
It's Christmas. So
Okay, so that is 4, right? I feel like I'm gonna forget
you said Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation, Love Actually, The Family Stone, Elf. And then we're using Frozen 2 is more like holiday, so
Yeah,
it's not
it's not your
Christmas
top 5.
specifically. It would be top 5 if it was categorized as Christmas for sure, but I think it's more like Thanksgiving.
Yeah. You're trying to do classics.
What am I gonna forget? Like, I know what other ones I like, but I feel like I'm gonna forget something that's like really important. You know what I mean? And then later I'm gonna regret my answer.
Yeah, this podcast is a contract. It's legally binding, so you can only watch these movies the rest of your life. Nothing
Exactly. Well, because I'm drawn to say Home Alone. Because I
Which
love
one?
it. The first one.
Ooh, second one for me.
Yeah, no.
I love the New York vibes.
I get it. I do, but
Yeah.
first is still my favorite. Okay. I think that those are the ones I'm gonna go with. I'm locking it in. Regis.
Would you like to
Moving
phone
on.
a friend?
Kinda. I feel like I'm forgetting stuff.
Well, let's see off my list.
Okay, what do you got?
Christmas Vacation, number 1.
Yeah. That's it.
I love Christmas with the Cranks.
Okay, yeah, that
I
wasn't
love
really
it.
one of
That
my
was one that had to
favorites.
grow on me too.
Maybe I need to watch it
You
again.
watch it again, especially now that we're older.
Yeah, maybe.
And this isn't the rest from the first. There, no particular order.
Okay.
Dang it, everything just left my brain too.
Yeah, exactly.
Putting us on the spot. I didn't see this coming.
We're putting ourselves on the spot.
The Holiday.
Okay.
I can watch that all year round now.
That's fine. I don't know. I feel like I'm just
it.
going to use the word we're not supposed to use. I think it's overrated.
Wow. Shot to the heart.
Yeah, well.
No, we're too late. But I
didn't love it.
Love Actually equally. So that
Okay.
is technically a tie.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So
fair.
I'm going to cheat.
Maybe it's because I'm not a huge
You know, I used to love
girl.
Christmas Story, but whatever channel that was that like put it on repeat for like 5, I think maybe still going on to this day.
Yeah.
Burnt us out of it. Like
'cause it was just,
me
like,
and my
always
family
on too
watched it
much.
so much.
That's how I felt about like Miracle on 34th Street. I really used to love that movie when I was a kid, and then I think that like I just watched it too much or something.
You just reminded me of my other favorite,
Yeah.
White Christmas.
White Christmas. Yeah, I have a bad taste in my mouth for White Christmas.
Musicals.
I know. Well, I know, but it's a complicated thing. But yeah, I'm not going to get into it.
Okay, fair.
There's family drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elf is good too, though. Santa Claus, love it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
I wouldn't put it in my top 5, but it's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else are we forgetting?
Oh, I do. It's not a top of mine, but I do love Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yeah, cute. It's
Yeah.
cute. I never got super into the Muppets outside of Labyrinth, though.
Yeah, Muppet Christmas Carol's cute, though. All right, so I think that's like, those are the main greats, in my opinion.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, there's been some recent ones that are cute, but we're not talking about
Oh
that.
my gosh. Speaking of recent ones, how did I forget? Freaking, I have the soundtrack on my phone, like downloaded, like not Apple Music, but like actually on my phone. Why am I forgetting what it's called? It's the Christmas movie that came out only a couple years ago with Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell. And it's
I haven't seen it yet.
It's so good.
Yeah,
Why
I remember.
am I forgetting what
haven't
it's
seen it.
called? Everyone go out and watch it. It's so stupid, but the music is so good. And it's like just a good time. Like, because Will Ferrell is not a good singer. And, you know, Ryan Reynolds is okay. But just watching them be in this like Christmas musical, it's called Spirited.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to watch it finally this year.
It's like, that's what the cover looks like.
Is it family friendly?
It's family friendly,
Oh,
I think. I'm pretty sure it's like PG, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. Either that or I'm remembering it wrong. So
Yeah.
maybe check ahead of time.
Oh, nice. So it's one of those that's like going to grow the more and more you watch it, probably.
Yeah, like I feel like it's very underrated. Like no one talked about it. I went
Yeah.
to the movies and saw it with my husband. He's like, "What in the actual world did you drag me to right now? This is so cringy." I'm like, "It is, but it's so good."
But that's how
That's
it
Christmas
is.
movie.
Like look at Jingle All the Way. Like that was weird. And then I feel like it's slowly like building up this weird nostalgic like
yeah.
representation that's happening right
Yeah.
now. Like Renaissance, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's weird that it did not.
Maybe
get
people
more
weren't like
credit.
in the vibes yet because movies were still struggling, like movie theaters.
It's
at that
true. I
time.
feel like it was like definitely COVID times because
Yeah.
I remember I think Kanan and I were the only ones in the theater.
Yeah, movies are having a hard time.
Yeah. So
Slowly
go
getting
to,
better.
Go to the movies. If they're showing a Christmas movie, go see it. There is a new Christmas movie coming out with Chris Evans and The Rock, and I'm so excited to see that one.
Oh.
I don't remember what it's called. It's literally brand new. I just saw a preview for it. It looks equally as stupid, and I think it will be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Win-win.
So there we go.
Yeah.
Okay. And my first question for you: what's the best and worst present you've ever gotten?
Oh, geez.
Does anything like pop into your mind?
Oh my gosh, that's so hard on the spot. Okay. Well, I'll call out this worst present because I've talked about it before.
Oh, how exciting.
Was when I was gifted a Tweety Bird
Oh my gosh.
diary, like electronic diary as a kid that wasn't even on my list, wasn't even necessarily something I wanted. But I was really excited for it because it's one of those presents. It's like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even obsessed with Tweety Bird, but an electronic diary, sign me up. Like in the dark ages of no like cell phones.
Technology.
Yeah, it was like bare minimum, bare bones. So I was excited for that. I hadn't opened it yet. My parents decided to read it more and found out that there was like essentially what would be considered like a Magic 8-Ball app, but it's not that. But it's like a section where you can predict the future.
Yeah.
And so it was taken away before I even got a chance to use it and returned to Circuit City. And I was like, so I obviously hold a grudge still to this day. No, not really. But like, it was obviously sad because I was like, wait, I wasn't even excited for that. Like, and just let me keep it and I won't use that. I won't be tempted.
Yeah.
You know? So I guess I'll go with that one. For the worst present because I didn't get to keep it.
I couldn't even really think of the worst present.
Yeah, it's
like,
hard.
It's my own question. I couldn't even really figure out how to answer it. I think what I didn't like, because I'm just like, you know, growing up the way we grew up, it's like be grateful for getting a present. I think the one thing that I can remember not liking was the fact, and it's not even that I didn't like the presents, it was the fact that like, so my sister and I are 4 years apart, she's 4 years younger than me. I feel like everyone in our like extended family saw us as like one person.
Yeah.
So we would always get identical gifts in different colors.
Oh.
Which I thought was kind of a weird thing to do because we're like obviously two separate different people.
Yeah.
So, because that went on like forever.
Yeah.
Like literally until we were grown up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was kind of weird. That's all I could think of for like presents I really didn't like. It's not that I didn't like the presents. Again, it's like, hey.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Be a little bit more like, know us a little better, you know? But my favorite present ever that I've ever gotten, and it sticks out in my mind, clear as day. I don't remember how old I was when I got it, but it was the Barbie Dream House.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
When I was a kid, and I remember
a big deal.
It was a huge deal. My parents faked me out, so I thought that I didn't get it. It's when I still believed in all of the holiday magic, we'll say.
Yeah.
And so, you know, my parents hid it at the very end after, you know, my parents had put away all the wrapping paper and all the trash and everything and took everything away. Then my dad, like, brought it out. And he had it all put together and everything already, you know?
Which is honestly, as a parent now, you guys,
That's
you don't
crazy.
even understand.
That's crazy.
To buy this whatever thing for $100-something more, and I have to build it and put the stickers on. The stickers are a point of contention for me. Okay, that's where I draw the line.
That's funny.
Like, what did I pay you for?
Yeah, like literally, what am I paying?
A bunch of plastic. But yeah, special moment.
So, and what's funny about it too is like, because as an adult, I thought it would be really fun to get to like basically rebuy or refind that specific Barbie Dream House, because it was apparently the only model still to this day that had a battery operated elevator.
Oh, wow.
So they have elevators in all the different models, but you have to like pull it. It's like a pulley system. This had a battery operated one where you just pushed a button and it automatically would go up and down.
Ooh, dang.
And it was the only model that was a Victorian house. So it
cute.
looked more like a doll house as opposed to like a Barbie house.
That's cute.
So I always thought it'd be fun to find it and like maybe spray paint it black, like matte black, and put that in my book room or something. You can find them on eBay and stuff, so I might do it someday. But yeah, that was my favorite ever present, I think.
Yeah.
You didn't give us a favorite, did you?
I haven't given you a favorite yet. I was hoping like I would think of something, because I'm really like one of those people that it's hard for me to receive gifts, you know, because I'm like, oh, you know, thanks.
So you're like, it's stressing me out.
Oh, like I appreciate it. I'm just like bad at, you know, I'm not, whatever.
Yeah.
I guess maybe one that like sticks out to me was getting my first Walkman.
Oof.
And like my parents got me like a couple cassettes, and I remember getting Lion King, and that was like, and that was my jam, and the rest was history. Like pipeline from Lion King to emo, like, and punk rock, man.
So close. Yeah, I mean, my first tape I think was The Little Mermaid. I remember it was hot pink.
Oh yeah, I can picture it now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, the 80s. Yeah. So I remember like that. Literally, that is what made the rest of my music listening career.
That's amazing. Yeah, those were my first tapes. Were all Disney.
Remember like how terrible the headphones were too? Like
were,
they'd be
foam,
like the foam,
but
like
over the
literally hard
Yeah.
ears, and then the the like the headband part was like silver metal with the
Yeah.
plastic, and it would get caught in my hair. I don't care. I'll do it anyways.
What was your first like cassette tape of like actual music?
That's hard because CDs pretty much came quickly after that.
Yeah.
You know? So the first CDs that I'll say CDs because I don't remember cassette that I remember purchasing with my money, my probably Christmas money, Celine Dion's Best Of. Yes. Yeah. My sister had a lot to do with that. I was influenced.
My mom already had all those, so I didn't have to buy them.
That's great.
Yeah.
And we just belted it out. That and NSYNC's first.
Yeah.
album,
Classic.
The self-titled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was Big Willie Style.
Ooh.
Yeah. So good. Still good. Still good.
Yeah.
And Spice Girls.
Nice.
First
I wasn't
one.
allowed.
I
Could not afford.
I bought it with my own money too.
No, yeah,
so
I just
don't
wasn't
know.
straight up allowed. I could listen to NSYNC. I wasn't allowed to listen to Spice Girls.
I was allowed to
I did
listen
with
to
my
Spice
friends.
Girls, but not that one song. The like, the I need some love like I never needed love before that one.
Ooh, you guys got a special treat.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, that's as good
Liz
as I
is singing
sing.
for
Sorry.
you.
But no, seriously though, that was like my mom was like, I'm cool with all the rest of it, but that song you have to like fast forward through it.
Okay. Yeah, you
Yeah.
couldn't even skip it because it was cassette.
Yeah, and I obviously
Yeah.
skipped it a lot because I know it word for word. I could still sing it for you now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so good. I don't remember my first CD though. Those were both cassette tapes. I don't remember my
Yeah,
first
for
actual
some reason,
CD.
I don't remember like what other cassettes. I'm sure I did for a while. I remember like cassettes for me were probably because my parents didn't have money to like buy a lot of them. Like I remember recording from the radio. So like I definitely remember recording No Doubt Just a Girl
Yes.
on the cassette. And so I would like go to because we didn't have good radio reception where we lived.
Yeah.
So when I would go
Nowhere.
visit my grandma, I would record them on the radio.
That's
on my
amazing.
sister's boombox. So a lot of mixtapes for me, I think.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that started its own thing in and of
Yeah,
itself.
I mean, that turned
some
into a
obsession.
whole
So much easier, though, once it came on the computer.
So much easier.
Having to listen, wait. Oh, now. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Okay. So what do you
A very
have?
millennial Christmas. That's
Yeah,
what we're talking
totally.
tonight.
I love
okay. What do you like to eat as a traditional, whatever your tradition is, meal for either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? Which one is your big meal? And what do you guys like to make?
I mean, I have to paint the whole picture.
All right,
from the
that's
whole
what we're here
story.
for. What else are we doing?
So, our tradition on Christmas Eve is that my sister and brother-in-law come over and we order pizza. And we watch Christmas movies and just eat pizza. It's like super chill.
That's awesome.
And then that way it's like we're not cooking two back-to-back things. You know what I mean?
for sure.
And we still get to like hang out 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I'm a brunch lady, as I told you guys on the Thanksgiving episode.
Yep.
So then I always get up and do a full brunch
Oh,
in the morning of Christmas. So whatever that is, I choose something different than we had on Thanksgiving, but whatever. It's like a whole thing. And then honestly for dinner, like we've done a bunch of different stuff. I would
Yeah.
say like the actual Christmas dinner itself is probably the least traditional of everything because we kind of just like, what do we feel? I feel like we've done like, I told you guys that we did like, you know, Indian food one time for Thanksgiving. We do the same thing kind of with Christmas. Like we've done taco bar before, Kanan's like, I don't know, cooked meat things in the past and then I do something else. Like, we don't
interesting.
really have like a traditional
yeah.
Christmas dinner that
Yeah,
we make.
interesting.
It's just kind of like whatever we feel.
Yeah.
So some years we go easy, some years we do the whole
Yeah.
spread like you would do like on Thanksgiving too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But our tradition's mainly just, I'd say the thing that's consistent is pizza on Christmas Eve and then brunch in the morning. And
Nice.
then we do a dinner, but it could be whatever. I don't know what we're going to do this year. We haven't figured it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about you?
You better figure it out. You got like 4 days when this episode goes up. No, just kidding. So for us, it depends if I'm at my parents or at home because sometimes, you know, it's mostly my parents, but we try to switch it up as we talked about. So if it's a traditional year for me, we'd be at my parents and my mom make her Christmas enchiladas. So you have a red
We've
and a
done that,
green.
too.
Yeah, I love that. And my mom's are like, they're not traditional enchiladas. They're very very cheesy, very full fat, full everything. Bring it on. And they're so good. They're like one of those enchiladas that get better the more, like the couple days of leftovers too. Mm-hmm. So we make her do that. And then the morning specifically is my Entenmann's donuts. They're the really pre-packaged, preservative full donuts with the frosted. My husband tries to buy the Hostess donuts. The girls like them. They're not the same. I like my Entenmann's. I like them waxy.
Yeah, I was going to say it's the waxy coating.
The very waxy ones. And I like to dip that in milk. Because then it absorbs. It's all gross. It's like an Oreo. Okay, that, and then that's what we have for breakfast pretty much. And then like coffee and stuff, of course. We open presents. And then we kind of pick on appetizers throughout the day. Like things like pretty much turns into Thanksgiving. At my parents' house. Now, if I'm home, that's when I make my homemade from scratch Christmas lasagna.
Oh,
so I would do that on Christmas though, because after everybody's done with the presents, and that's what I spend the day. Because usually desserts and stuff I've already made. Yeah. Ahead of time. I don't like doing those the day of or Christmas Eve. I make them like throughout the whole week. I mean, cookies and everything.
Same.
So if I'm home, I'll do lasagna with all the fixins. So, and that's something that we kind of made a tradition because it's involved making lasagna from scratch. I make the noodles from scratch and everything. So it's like our one time a year, and that will like feed us for 4 days, honestly, if my husband would eat something that many times in a row. Sometimes I freeze it, So
nice.
It's so good.
I love it.
That's something we forced to be a tradition. We do it when we're home.
Nice. So. Okay. Let's see here. What's my next one? Oh, what's your favorite Christmas album? Christmas music. What's your favorite Christmas music? You could pick a few if it's tied.
I had song on there next for you. That's funny. I figured we'd have some overlap there. Okay. Because I would be like a playlist. I'm a playlist listening lady for a Christmas season. Okay. I'll just put it on. But because I love... I'm a Michael Bublé. Yeah. I do. I love Bing Crosby. And I love some little Frank Sinatra even. He has a couple songs. Yeah. Christina Aguilera's like version of the chestnuts roasting on an open fire is incredible. So those are like my favorites. Okay. I can tell you my least favorite song. Okay. No matter what.
What is it?
Rendition and who sings it.
I wonder if it's the same one as me. Let's say it on the count of 3. Okay. Least favorite song.
Least favorite song.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Last
Drummer
Christmas. Not at all the same song.
Last Christmas is for you.
You gave me my heart, and it's a freaking earworm in the worst way.
I don't hate it. It's okay. Hate it. Little drummer boy though can go fly.
Yeah,
a kite.
But what about when Dwight does it in the office?
No,
it's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm just saying, like anytime that song comes on, it just gives me the cringe.
Come on a lot. Last Christmas comes on like every half an hour.
See,
no matter where, in the store, in the car.
Now that you're listening for it, you'll notice it comes on way more than it needs to.
That's interesting.
And everyone has sung it. Oh, everyone.
Wow. Huh.
It's so annoying.
I'll be listening.
So I love, my top would be Michael Bublé. He just can't be dethroned.
No. And not even Mariah Carey can do it.
No.
He came for her throne.
Such a voice.
He does.
He did come for her throne.
It's a classic kind of throwback.
It's very
obviously.
like Frank Sinatra adjacent. Yeah, okay. So Michael Bublé is number 1 for sure. Number 2 is She and Him. I love their Christmas albums.
Yeah,
they're
I need to listen to it again.
And then number 3 would be I love Gwen Stefani's Christmas album.
I do
so
too.
Good. It's so good.
I feel like people give it a hard time. I think it's amazing. I love it.
Whatever. The one she does with her husband. What's his name? The country guy.
Dude.
Whatever.
Guy, dude.
You guys know who we're
Brett
talking about.
Something.
It was
Cowboy
adorable.
Chad. Yeah.
Cowboy Chad.
Yeah.
It was adorable. Yeah. Okay, cool. So what do you have?
Someone right now could say, I'll give you $1 million if you can name them. And I'll be like, well, I don't get $1 million.
Here a while.
No, you have like 5 seconds. Like,
I was like, it'll come to me eventually, but we might be here for days.
Yeah, how long you got?
Yeah, how long you got?
Okay, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, so describe your perfect Christmas day. If we haven't yet.
I mean,
I think we kind of did.
Yeah, we'll just map it out real quick.
Okay.
So, wake up in the morning, Me and my husband just kind of get a little bit of time to hang out, just us, you know,
Yeah.
maybe like have some coffee, sleep in, chill for a second.
Yeah.
My sister and Brendan, they'll come over maybe around like 10 or 11 after they probably did the same thing at their house.
Yeah.
And then we all just enjoy brunch and then open presents.
Mm-hmm.
And then basically just spend the rest of the day like watching Christmas movies and Christmas episodes of Friends. And New Girl, and just like hanging out. You know, we play categories.
Yeah.
And just have a nice evening.
That's great.
You know, that's like that's literally my perfect day. And, you know, as I'm saying that out loud, I'm like, wow, how fortunate that we just get to do that every year. Yeah.
That's very nice.
It's pretty cool. What about you?
Yeah, very similar, you know, just wake up. We got to sleep in for a few years. That was kind of nice.
Yeah.
We always remember creeping down, looking at the presents with my brothers. We were allowed to look at presents, but we weren't allowed to wake them up till like, I think 7.
Okay.
So we would wake up at 5. My sister was super into presents, so she'd make me wake up with her, go look, and we go back to bed, try to guess what. And then, so now, obviously, we don't get to sleep in again. So now we're up with the kids that are super excited. And yeah, I just love getting those waxy donuts. We sit around with if at my parents' house, whoever happens to be there too staying, or we would just be with us. And then we do that. And then we clean up, and my dad takes a nap on accident, you know, falls asleep sitting up. Just very traditional. And then we're cooking, and we're having fun, and we're eating all the treats and things. And then, and then when the rest of my family usually comes over with all their kids, we get to do it all again. So we get to give them their presents, and then we get to play games, and we do White Elephant, and we play the Christmas ball, like we said, and it's just all about being together.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
I love it. That's so good.
Yep.
Perfect. Well, let's see. Okay, so we already did favorite Christmas movie. Favorite Christmas activity in general. I mean, we've pretty much already like kind of talked about it. But my favorite Christmas activity is just like eating desserts and relaxing.
And watching Christmas movies.
And watching Christmas movies, yeah.
It's a vibe. It's my favorite. Yeah. That goes for like all the holidays. It's all about the scene that we set. And the vibes that we feel.
With the decor.
Like, it's not the presents for me, as cliche as that is. Like, I do like shopping for my family.
I hate it so much.
I usually start early, and I didn't start early this year. So, good luck.
Me and my sister, this is what I do enjoy, is that me and my sister, in order to mitigate this problem, I worked at Victoria's Secret at the mall for 10 years. So, I always had my shopping done ages ahead of time. Because like, what else are you going to do on your breaks and stuff, you know? Now that I don't do that anymore, I hate shopping. It's just not not my thing, unless it's book shopping. That's it. And so my sister and I will plan a day in December, usually early December, late November, where we'll go and hit up all the local downtown stores.
Oh, that's cool.
And we do all of our Christmas shopping in that day.
Yeah.
And just get it all done in one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to do that with my mom. Like on Christmas Eve.
Oof, that sounds stressful.
And I'm a little scarred from that kind of shopping trip.
Yeah, see, ours is in advance.
Yours is,
it's like not, and it's leisure.
So I usually, other than like I said, exception this year, is like I will start like August. Because we're still buying for nieces and nephews, you know, for now. Slowly they're going into the gift card phase because they're just like, you know, cool and angsty.
Yeah.
So, you know, but yeah, we'll start early because there's just no time. And I am scarred about like shopping from open to close at the malls with my mom on like Christmas Eve or Christmas week.
Much. That's crazy.
So stressful.
That's stressful. Yeah, me and Christina, it's like we'll go get brunch and then like walk around.
Yeah.
It's like a few hours.
Yeah.
You know, maybe go to the movies. Like, it's not crazy.
Yeah.
Because we're only shopping for us 4.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So and now I also say that I do like a lot of online shopping too. So I don't have to like go. It's a lot of orders. Yeah. It's shopping the sales really throughout the season, you know? Yeah. Not Black Friday.
No.
Because it's not good.
It's not.
It's like the week before Thanksgiving or a couple weeks after. Mm-hmm. That's what, if I had something that I don't like about Christmas now, it's that all these companies are the worst. Like businesses, like not businesses, but like, you know, whatever you call them, is that they will, like makeup companies is a good example. They bring out their makeup Christmas stuff like in August, and then it's already like on clearance the first week of December. Yeah. So don't buy it until December.
Yeah, and by that point you're already tired of looking
that
at
seems
it
like
too.
A lot of things like too, you know. Is like it's just weird. I don't know. Like, you rush to put it out, but then you have to put it on sale because it's been sitting there for so long.
Yeah.
So it's a dislike for me.
Yeah, same.
But
takes the specialness away.
Yeah.
So, do you have any more Christmas questions? I have one
I think that we pretty much are good because we've been overlapping stuff. So if you have one more that you need to know, and then we'll go into Reddit.
Well, I was just going to ask you, like, what your favorite Christmas treat is. Would it be the waxy donut?
No. That's
Okay.
a very specific time of year and place that I need to have it.
Yeah, okay. What's your favorite Christmas treat then?
My dad buys us girls our special box of See's Candy favorites.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So it used to be all the girls got, what's it called? Bordeaux's, because that was like a very nostalgic thing me and my sisters and mom all like, and then we all kind of were like, well, we've kind of like expanded our tastes. So my dad like has investigated and found out what each person likes.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
I
and
love
thoughtful.
dark chocolate, like soft centers, fruits. So cherry,
we know.
raspberry, coconut, nothing with like actual nuts. So I'm very specific about that. But yeah, so I get that little box of treats, and Jeff and the girls try to steal it from me, and I say, no. You get this one because businesses always get See's Candy because we're in California, and then like this one's from my dad. This one little box is just for me because it's all my favorites that you guys are gonna be like black anyways.
Yeah,
So
totally.
don't touch it. So that is probably my favorite Christmas treat, but that's not homemade, so I don't know.
No, I mean, that's great. I feel like
My
that's
mom
great.
makes really good fudge.
Yeah,
really good
that's nice.
fudge.
It doesn't have to be homemade. It could be
I
anything.
know, but home is where the heart is.
Yeah, but still, I mean, that's really sweet that your dad like curates these boxes
Yeah,
for you guys.
for everybody. There's a lot of girls in the family
Exactly.
too.
It's not like there's
and it's like
two of
kind of
you.
like I think he's made it like once they're 16 or 13 or something. That's when they get it.
Oh my God,
So it's like
that's so
become a
cute.
traditional thing. That's like it's for his girls. It's really cute.
I love it.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, mine is kind of tied. I feel like whatever random candy my husband finds for me that's vegan and puts in my stocking, I enjoy that just because, it's the thoughtfulness behind it.
Yeah. It's what it symbolizes.
Yeah, exactly. And it's usually just like something that I, whatever. Like, I don't even know if I'll like it or not, but it's just the fact that he found this new vegan candy or something. You know what I mean? But truthfully, my favorite vegan treats, not to toot my own horn, but I'm a really good baker. And so usually it's whatever dessert I made.
Yeah. Totally.
Because it's good. And it's just, I look forward to it all day. Because I'll make it ahead of time. Mm-hmm. But then I won't let anyone. My husband always asks me, "Can I eat the cake yet? Can I eat the cake yet?" Or whatever. And I'm like, "No, literally, it's our after dinner treat. I can make all these, like random, like things to snack on during the day. Mm-hmm. I make cookies. I make muffins. I make a whole brunch. Like, no, you can wait to have the dessert until after the dinner. But it is always like my favorite treat. It's so good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool.
Okay,
Cute.
so should we start with... I know, that was fun. I like that. It's getting me in the Christmas mood.
I know.
Okay, so let's start with some Reddits.
Okay, let's do it. And there's honestly probably so many more, like, questions I can ask, but I guess y'all will have to tune in next year,
Tune in next year for our updated...
For Christmas number 2,
Yeah.
Let's keep it going. We'll ask you guys, too.
How fun. This is like our first holiday season on the pod.
What if this is our new tradition that we're making? Oh, making memories, making hits. Isn't that a show tune?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe.
I don't know if I've ever used that word, show tune. Okay.
That's a good word.
Am I the a-hole? Let's switch it up.
It was so hard to narrow this down to only a couple because there's so many Am I the A-hole Christmas stories. Dude.
Let's do it.
Okay, am I the a-hole for not wanting coal for Christmas?
Okay.
This year, I went to my fiance's house for Christmas. It was my first time going, as we would typically go to my family's house instead. I got a rather pricey gift for my fiance, Dan, related to his hobbies. I got nice gifts for Dan's parents based off of things I'd talked about with them before, and I got a small pack of chocolates for each of Dan's other relatives I didn't know that well. So very thoughtful.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't expecting many gifts from Dan's relatives because I didn't know many of them that well, but I was certainly expecting more than I got. At first, I was excited when I saw that there was a big pile of gifts for me.
Oh.
However, once I opened the first one, it was just a piece of coal.
Oh.
Everyone laughed, and I just kind of laughed and went along with it, thinking it was a gag gift and that the other gifts would be different. But every single one turned out to be coal. All 18 of them.
18?
I started to get upset.
Did he have an affair or something? Or she? What are we talking here?
I started to get upset, so I cried and lashed out at Dan. But he calmly explained, apparently, this is a long-standing tradition in his family where they gift coal to newcomers who are celebrating Christmas with them for the first time. He explained that it's just easier that way, since all the relatives who might not know the newcomer well don't have to stress over finding a gift, and it's a fun experience for the newcomer as well.
Is it?
I told Dan I couldn't believe I skipped my own family's celebration for this and left. But now Dan and some of his family are blowing up my phone saying I embarrassed him in front of his relatives and that I made it awkward for everyone. So am I the a-hole?
Wait, but so no gifts came after all the coal? Like not one, like thoughtful, just all coal?
It was just all coal from what this post is saying.
It's a little brutal. Like the initiation tactic.
Yeah. I mean, I think that it would be a funny initiation if it was like maybe the first 3 were coal. Like, yeah. And then you're like, oh, here's your regular present.
But 18?
18 gifts of just sitting there opening coal over and over and over
like,
again while
jokes,
everyone laughs at you.
Yeah. Like everybody's just like, you're just the humiliation.
Yeah.
Like guinea pig.
And she's like, I missed Christmas with my family for this.
Especially after, like, he went into giving all these thoughtful presents and everything.
Yeah.
Like, and finding out stuff and, like, getting it for people. Even the fringe, like, relatives he doesn't know. Just getting them something nice. Like, they couldn't, like, oh, here's a gift card to Target because we don't really know you.
Yeah.
Not everybody get them coal. I don't know. It's just very ostracized. I don't think that they're the a-hole.
I don't think so. That's what the internet says, not the a-hole. I don't necessarily... Like, I could see how it could be, like, funny, but it was executed too... Like, they went too hard.
It's like, on New Girl. It's the prank that he doesn't know.
Oh, yeah.
Winston. He doesn't know how to
too
prank.
Hard.
He either doesn't prank hard enough or he pranks too hard. There's no in between.
Yeah.
That's, like, gone too far. Like, 18... Can you imagine... Like, at what point while you're unwrapping this, you're like, okay, I'm out. Like,
yeah, I 15, would be out probably after 10, like 5. Like, I'd be like, what do you mean? Okay, I'm done.
And everybody just laugh, like, oh, you see his face. Like,
so many coal.
What am I like? And you don't know people yet.
Yeah,
like,
so it's
you
extra
and you
weird.
don't know, like, what is their
this
sense
is
of
her
humor.
Fiance, too.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, or maybe give her a heads up ahead of time. Like, don't tell her what's going to happen, but just be like, hey, every new person... at family Christmas gets pranked. So just be ready for the prank.
You know what I mean?
Because then she might be able to, like, laugh it off easier if she was, like, prepared for it ahead of time.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, and how many newcomers really come around? This is a tradition.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like, my family does like to very gently prank each other. Like that, like, what we'll usually do is have something wrapped funnily. You know?
Yeah.
And there's things in the inside. Like, and it's usually somebody different every year. Like, we'll get it. Like, and like, or you get a small gift and it's in this giant crazy box.
Yeah, that's
and then my
different.
brother put like rocks in it to make it heavy and duct taped it and it was hard to open. But the present is inside, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I just think that at one point it crosses the line into just being mean.
Yeah, it seems like it was too much. Overdone. It was overdone.
You know, honestly, maybe they did them a favor by showing them what they're like.
I don't want to spend Christmas with you ever again.
Yeah. Or this is not going to be a good fit.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, his fiance too. So it's not even like a boyfriend
like a
who's
weirdo
awkwardly
boyfriend.
only been around for 3 months, but like they see a future together, so they need to go
test it out.
It's like, that's a fiance. Oof.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's why there's some backstory to that too, I feel. Probably. Yeah. All right. Am I the a-hole for telling my husband that I don't want him to take a nap on Christmas Day?
My husband would be like, kick rocks.
Good night. That might be what I say. Let's find out. My husband, 40 male, and I, 39 female, have been married for more than 15 years. We're independent people, but we enjoy spending time together too. He's a night owl and I'm a light sleeper. I can't sleep in no matter what I do, and I never nap. I'm not good at it anyway, and I consider it lost time in a day. Well, that's subjective. That's your opinion. Okay. And time is lost with our daughters, 9 and 10. And time that could have been well spent doing chores, playing, exercising, etc. Listen, some of us are just sleepy people, and some aren't. So this is a separate issue. Okay. Yeah. I'll continue. My husband loves to nap. He'd do it almost every day. Besides, he sleeps in every morning on weekends and days off. I don't mind it much because I would also like to do that if only I could. We used to take turns when I was still able to sleep in. However, that is on top of the napping. Even if I tell him to please go to bed earlier, to please not nap, especially when the girls are around, he just doesn't care. He'll nap anyways. He never gives in to my requests.
Okay.
She like really has a thing against napping, I feel.
I mean, I personally, like, I'm the type of person who I can fall asleep. Like, literally, if you left the room right now for like 3 minutes and I just put my head down, I could probably fall asleep.
Yeah.
Like, I can fall asleep anywhere, under most conditions, anytime. But yet napping, I have a hard time with a lot of times because I fall into such a deep sleep and then I feel like I don't get enough sleep. So it makes me really grouchy when I wake up.
Yeah.
And I hate being woken up.
Oh, yeah.
Like, woken up from a nap is so annoying.
It's jarring.
It's jarring.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm not
So
that crazy
you're not going to, like,
about-
hold a grudge on your husband if he likes to nap? 'Cause
No,
it
not
seems
unless
like
we're
that's what's
supposed to
happening.
do something.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, let's see. So today is Christmas Day. We had a party yesterday and we went to bed very late. I was exhausted. However, that was about his usual bedtime. I go to bed 2 to 3 hours before he does. I think they made a typo, his usual bedtime. We managed to wake up at 9 a.m., which is awesome for me. We watched our daughters open up their presents and ate breakfast. I asked everyone if they'd like to watch a Christmas movie. The girls declined, preferring to play with their new toys. Then my husband immediately went to bed at like 11 a.m. on Christmas Day. I am beyond appalled. I can't even believe this. We could have played with the girls, watched a different movie, or even anything he'd enjoy. Clean up the Christmas mess, anything at all, but no, he went back to bed. Am I the a-hole for critiquing him, being mad at him on Christmas Day, and for trying to control when he sleeps?
I mean, this is a classic case of, like, feel however you feel. But, like, you just gotta let him do what he does. That's how I feel. Because if you try to tell him when to take naps and when to sleep, then it's just gonna make him, like, upset, and it's not gonna probably change anything.
Yeah, he's still gonna be tired.
He's still gonna be tired. Why is it your husband so tired? Maybe ask that question. Like, is he okay?
Yeah.
Is he working a lot right now? Like, maybe
Yeah.
he needs some extra sleep.
I don't know. Yeah, we don't know the full story. And that's his downtime. Nobody wanted to watch a movie. Everybody's just hanging out. It's kind of like, well,
take a little nap. I
I'm
mean,
gonna take a little nap. Maybe I feel better. I don't like make it a golden nap every day, but I know I would be the best version of myself if I could squeeze in a half an hour nap every day.
see, I'd be worse.
See,
Depends on the person.
depends on the person.
Yeah, well,
it's
and
very
also
subjective.
if I have the day off, like, see, this is a slippery slope. I wonder if he's like me. If I, on Christmas Day, said, okay, everyone's had brunch, everyone's good, everyone's just chilling for a little while, I'm going to go take a nap, and I went to sleep at 11:30, I might not wake up until 7.
Oh, dang.
That's how
girl.
long I could sleep.
It doesn't sound like that's what is going on with him, though.
So it'd literally be
She's-
like, well, Christmas is over.
yeah, because then that would be different.
Yeah, that would be different.
Okay, there is an edit, so we'll see if she says that. Let's see. Edit. Okay, so you all have kids. Kids alone on Christmas Day with a father that doesn't care. Plus the plus or minus 104 days of the weekends throughout the year he spends in bed without spending much time with them. I don't care that much that it's Christmas Day. To me, it's worse, honestly, but if that were the one time a year, it would be okay. But no, he naps all the time. Not just today. I don't think you took the whole situation into consideration. So she got roasted, I would say. The husband, people voted, were not the asshole. She is the a-hole for calling out her husband and trying to control his sleep.
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, if he does that, like, literally all the time, and that's, like, taking away from
it's
any time
obviously
that he's
worn
spending
down
with
on
them,
her.
Yeah.
So this
totally.
is a very sticky situation.
we
that
don't know
have
the whole story.
Yeah, the full story on. So, yeah, but people are saying you might consider a disorder if he truly needs that much sleep. It sounds like he might need to get checked out.
Yeah. Or is he, like, sleeping?
Or yeah, is he sleeping? Because I guess it's
I'm putting
also
that in air
different for me
quotes.
that she did mention he goes back in his room to take a nap. That's a slippery slope to me.
Because then he's just gone.
Because like my dad, like I mentioned in my perfect day,
Yeah,
my
just-
dad taking a nap.
in the
He'll literally
recliner,
take
yeah.
a 30-minute nap. Nobody usually even knows he's napping until we look over and he's like wide open, mouth, and we have to move the coffee out of his hands, So cute. And it's like, that's sweet because like that's almost a tradition now of itself.
Yeah.
I literally remember it. But if my dad had just disappeared and went and took a nap in the bedroom,
And all the time.
and all the time, but especially, you know, I guess when family's all around. That would be weird.
Yeah.
So
I think we need more information, but also, like, yeah, you should be prioritizing spending time with family.
yeah, because I do see that. But then the girls were wanting to play by themselves with their new toys. So
like, maybe if you're going to go take a 30-minute nap, no big deal. But what if you're in there for, like, 4 hours?
Yeah, we don't know how long he's taking it. Because if it's like a 30-minute nap, that's more like, that's ideal, I think. A 30-minute nap is like, you don't really want to do more than that because you'll end up going till 7. But, like, if it's a quick, short nap, then he feels better. Yeah. Okay, it's great. Maybe what she needs to do is say, I want to spend time with you. It's all about communication. It's a communication breakdown. It's like she's looking at it as controlling his sleep, but really that's not what it's about. She wants him present for something. Yeah. And I think she's saying he needs to be present for the kids, but really she wants him to be present. And it's okay to say that you need that.
Totally. I agree.
You know?
It's different, too, though. The kids do add another element. Because it's like, if my husband was like, I want to go take a nap on Christmas, and it was just me and him.
Yeah.
I would just be like, okay. And then I would just go in there with him, and I'd probably just sit there and read.
Yeah.
No big deal. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. But, yeah, I mean...
But every relationship, we don't know all the elements.
We don't
it's
know
hard.
all the elements. It is hard.
There's not a firm and hard.
Well, and it's like, is he so sleepy all the time because he's choosing to stay up really late every night?
Yeah.
That could be another problem.
Yeah.
So,
but at the end of the day, she can't control that.
No.
So that's
all
a different conversation.
Is tell him that she wants to spend time with him, and then he can make his choices.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's got a disorder.
Yeah.
In which case, he needs to get that checked out.
Yeah. Because now it's coming into your marriage and family life. So.
No, that's not good. You guys will have to let us know what you think about that one. All right. I'm going with weird family traditions.
Cool.
That's the theme. Okay.
Sweet.
Am I the a-hole for not participating in my fiance's weird Christmas underwear tradition? This year, I celebrated Christmas with my fiance's family. I love that everyone's a fiance, too, because it's like you still have time to get out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, if you're having to go to this, like, community outreach program.
Yeah. Maybe think twice.
Yeah. Maybe red flags are going on.
So this year I celebrated Christmas with my fiance's family for the first time. Before we went to my fiance's parents' house, my fiance warned me that his parents usually come short in the amount of food they cook for Christmas dinner and that there's often not enough for everyone. What I didn't expect, though, was to be expected to participate in the family's weird tradition. Apparently, they have a long-standing tradition where instead of drawing straws, they'll throw all their underwear in a bin and then go act and take turns wearing a blindfold and drawing a pair of underwear from the pile, and drawing the smallest pair of underwear correlates to drawing the smallest straw.
Like underwear that they're wearing when they get there.
I don't know.
They go in the bathroom and they take it off and they put it in a bowl. What kind of swinger, like, family is this?
I had never heard of this tradition. So I felt blindsided when right before Christmas dinner, my fiance's mom yelled out that it was time to pull the straws to decide the order of who got to plate up their food first in case there wasn't enough for everyone.
And it's for food? Ew, I don't want to be touching nobody's underwear.
Okay, I would be led to believe that
this is a joke.
I mean, I don't think so. But that it's something that happens when you're there, because they didn't tell her ahead of time to bring in extra underwear.
Run. For the love of the crows, run out of that family. They're seeing what your reaction is, seeing how comfortable this is with you. It's
not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. You know what I mean? Like, it can't get better.
Ew.
Okay, so at first I thought the family was joking.
Ugh, gross, sweaty underwear.
Yeah.
Ugh.
At first I thought the family was joking when they announced this, so I laughed.
Yeah.
Which made my fiance get real defensive.
Oh.
I volunteered to get my food last so I wouldn't have to participate, but my fiance just got more annoyed and asked me to just try to be a bit more agreeable.
Ew.
The whole thing was just kind of weirding me out, so I called an Uber and went home. Now things are real tense between me and my fiance since he now says I made a bad impression by acting like I was too good for his family tradition. Am I the a-hole?
No, this is inappropriate.
It's like, imagine
There's
they were
so
just
many
like
levels.
messing with her, though.
I know.
Imagine.
I wish they were.
I know. Well,
be a happy ending.
Yeah.
Like
weird choice of words. Yeah, because there's no updates or anything like that. That's it.
It can't be real.
But
People do this?
I'm sorry.
Somebody comments on my family does it every time. It's weird. I don't know. There's so many layers of why this is bad.
Why don't you have enough food for everyone? Like, I get that, like, money and stuff can be tight, but, like, this is a Christmas celebration that you're inviting people to. Just have everyone bring a dish.
Yeah.
Right?
So, yeah, then you solve that problem. So so it almost seems like they purposely make it less food so you want to be picked, so you want to put your underwear in the bowl. And then they want it to be the smallest, which grosses me out too, because the smallest wins. Then they know whose underwear is who. And everybody's going commando everywhere. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good.
Like, does everyone have to, like, go excuse themselves to the bathroom to, like, take their underwear off?
That's why it doesn't sound real.
Do you just take it off at the table if you're wearing, like, a dress? You just slide it on down and throw it in the bowl?
This is insanitary. Listen, I want to move on. I can't. The people are scarred. I'm scarred.
I'm scarred, so I had to make you scarred, too.
Oh, my God.
They were voted not the a-hole, of course.
Yeah.
Just draw straws. Hey, how about that? Or maybe
somebody's weird in that family, at least one, and they've all been indoctrinated to think it's weird. The fiance not realizing it's weird too is scary for him and them in the future.
Yeah,
I would run so fast. Yeah, that would be
like I said,
I'm done.
You know that if they're letting you in on that little family tradition,
that's what it feels like a test.
Only going to get worse and weirder and far down the rabbit hole.
Yeah. Feels like a test.
And then before you know it, you're trapped in a cult or something. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like an underwear cult.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Get out.
Get out.
Sounds like a freaking new Get Out Part 2 horror movie.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
It's just the underwear people.
Oh my gosh. Like, I don't care if I love my husband as much as I do, and I met his family and that is what they wanted, and I would have been like, bye. We're not getting married.
This just made me think of, like, the weirdest thing about my husband's family.
They do this. Great. This is a personal story.
This was me. That was me.
By the way, am I
submitted that? I'm testing it out. No, it just made me think of, like, I was like, what's the weirdest thing about my in-laws? And I'm just so lucky. I have, like, the best in-laws. So the story is actually just really funny and kind of silly. So we were over visiting my mother-in-law recently. And, I was just going in her cupboard to grab a plate. Did I tell you about this? Mm-mm. To grab a plate just to, like, put food on or whatever. Yeah. And her, like, little plates are, like, up pretty high. And I'm not short by any means, but I still was having to reach, like, pretty high up. Like, I couldn't see the top of the plate that I was grabbing. I just had to grab it. Yeah. Right?
Hope for the best.
I literally stick my hand in something warm and mushy.
Warm?
And this is in the cupboard on a clean plate, okay? The way I pulled my hand out and screamed so fast.
This is like a horror episode. This isn't Halloween anymore. I mean, this is Christmas.
So funny. Okay, I'm like, oh my God. Okay, I'm like, what's going on? And Kanan comes over and he's like, oh, well, that's the butter.
Oh, why so high?
Why so high? And also, like, okay, I've never heard. Apparently, this is a thing some people do where you have, because to me and my family, you either keep the butter in the fridge or you keep it in a butter dish that sits on the counter, easily accessible with a covering, a lid on it that's like in the shape of a buttery stick, you know? Okay, no. Apparently in some people's families, my husband's included, he didn't know this was weird until I said it's weird. You just put it on a plate and then put it in the cupboard.
With all the plates.
With all the plates.
That's weird, Kanan. Calling you out right here, right now.
I was laughing. Oh my God, me and Karen, my mother-in-law, we were just laughing. It was so funny because the next time I went to her house, she had gotten a butter dish and it was on the counter and she told me, she's like, look what I got. I'm like, that's so funny. Because it was just the most jarring thing. Yeah. To not realize you're sticking your hand into a stick of butter when you don't expect it.
I mean, oh my gosh, what is up there? Why is it warm?
Yeah, and mushy.
And mushy. Your finger's right in it.
Just literally in it. Just in it. I'm like,
this is why you don't store your butter in a cupboard.
Yeah, exactly. Because it might surprise the guests. Yeah, like, so that was jarring. Imagine you go over for Christmas and they're like, so now everyone takes their underwear off and puts it in a bowl.
Oh my gosh. Oh, well, luckily it's not that bad.
No.
But no, my parents do the butter thing. Yeah.
In the cupboard?
Not in the cupboard.
Okay.
They have a butter dish. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's pretty normal.
Yeah,
just having
it is. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Okay.
but I do it it's fine. I use my parents' butter like that. It just freaks me out.
Oh, to like leave it
room
out. Temp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't freak me out. Like, I feel like I keep mine in the fridge just because I do. But, like, I feel like, you know, mine's not dairy, though. It's, like, non-dairy butter. So I feel like it would be fine. It would probably be
fine. And I buy the spreadable butter.
Yeah.
But I use butter sticks just for baking.
Yeah.
I mean, like, and then, like, corn or, like, we talked about, you know.
Here we go. We're back on it, guys. Last time it was plant milks. This time it's butter. Yeah. You're welcome.
Jeez. What do you guys do? Let us know.
Yeah,
do you stick your butter in the cupboard?
Yeah.
It's like
Please let us
cupboard. Remember that book?
Then the butter comes to life.
I imagine, like, remember Office? Microsoft Office with the paper clip, but it's butter, so he has the googly eyes. Yes. Well, hey, you found me. Can I help you with anything in the kitchen? Oh, no, for cookies. And then you got to get a new butter stick.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, you guys welcome. You're
so much
welcome.
better than being in the cupboard on the counter.
Oh my gosh, butter in the cupboard. Let us know. We have to put a poll up this week and find out.
Well, we need to know about that, but then we also need to put a question box up. Like, tell us about your family or your in-laws' weirdest tradition or like Christmas thing or whatever. Someone's like, that underwear thing was my submission. Wouldn't that be amazing?
And they're the family that does it. Yeah. They're not on the fringe. Explain. They're like, what? It's totally normal.
Do you do this? Tell us why, you know?
I can't get over the fact that they have to, like, excuse themselves and take off their underwear and put it in.
I mean, we don't know that. I made that part up.
Well, that's all you can dare to guess.
Well, yeah, because if you don't tell everyone ahead of time they need to bring extra undies, how would you know?
Ew.
You just have the ones you brought.
We have to move on. I could get stuck on this.
Yeah, same. Okay, go.
Am I the a-hole for crushing my girlfriend's Christmas spirit? I'm going to dare to say yes.
Yeah, I was going to say probably.
When you put it that way. Mm-hmm. My girlfriend, 23, and I, 24, both female, have been arguing all day over a Christmas tree. She wants a real one, and I want a fake one. This is our first Christmas in our town apartment.
Let me solve this problem for you. 2 Christmas trees.
Yeah, done. That's the worst thing you could ever do.
Yeah, come on.
For some background, my family has always had a fake Christmas tree. My family is large, local, and we see each other frequently anyways, so holidays are pretty big, especially Christmas. Her family is small and is essentially scattered across the country. Until she was 7, her parents were together and they had a real Christmas tree. After her parents split, her mom has hated Christmas and never had a tree. Aw. Each holiday she spent traveling to see other family members. She hasn't done that in a few years, but still no tree in the home. My girlfriend has been very insistent on getting a real tree because of her childhood tradition and it making Christmas spirited. I am against it because I really don't want all the hassle of it, and after looking into it, the risks of pests and bigger chance of fire. I also didn't realize that what went into it. Like getting the tree home. We both have sedans, disposing of the tree. We live in a city apartment, having to cut the stump and prepare it for the stand, watering it daily, clean up, high maintenance. Okay. Also, I have a huge phobia of house fires. Yes, that's a personal problem, not her responsibility. I know that the tree being underwatered next to heaters increases the chances of it being combustible, but honestly, we both suck when it comes to maintenance. I don't fully trust myself either, but TBH, I don't even want that responsibility. It's not that she's lazy or anything, but we both work long hours, and after she just gets home from work, she's usually just sits on the couch with our dogs and doesn't move. It's understandable because she works 10 hours a day. Okay, pause. It's not that deep.
It's really not.
Okay. I live in a city. I do not have a saw, and I do not have a husband that can man one, unlike Liz. So what we do when we go to the Christmas tree lot is we say, hey, can you please cut the stump? Great. It's included, usually. If not, it's $5.
Yeah.
They put it in the net. You say, hey, can you help me get this on the car? Great. If it's not included, it's usually like $5, or you tip them or whatever. And you get it even on sedans. Like, don't get a Griswold family Christmas tree. Calm down.
Yeah, just a regular.
Okay, and then they even will, if you bring, pro tip, if you bring your tree holder, tree stand, they'll put it on for you too. Because it can be really tricky to put it on.
Yeah.
And then they'll put it in the net, and then you bring it in the house and you cut it. And you keep it watered. You check the water every day. It's just part of your routine.
Yeah.
It just, every time I brush my teeth,
it seems like they're just like really overwhelmed by it, in which case, like, tell your girlfriend or wife, I can't remember, tell them that
it's their
you don't want to
responsibility.
do it. So if they want the
Yeah.
live tree, they have to do it.
Yeah, and also with the fire problem, they honestly both run the risk of fires, you know,
Yeah.
because fake trees have their own problems in and of themselves. There's pros and cons to both Christmas
Yeah.
trees, in my opinion. So,
Yeah.
anyways, they asked her to present an argument that could ease their nerves and actually tell them what to expect and prepare for the tree. It's almost like they think they're getting like a lifelong pet.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like literally going to die in 3 weeks.
It's 3 weeks, you know?
Yeah.
Calm down. She couldn't give me anything except the fact that it's just what she really wants.
Okay.
I didn't trust that she understood commitment. Well, you're reading into it really hard. But I didn't think she understood the risk associated with it. I also didn't
literally
trust I wouldn't be the one
dead,
doing all the maintenance, which I don't want to worry about. Well, if you don't turn on the lights, because the lights are the biggest thing. Like, if the tree dies, don't turn on lights again. Get it out of your house. You'll know.
Well,
Don't
and
leave
it's
it plugged in at night when you're sleeping.
Exactly. Like,
Don't
we
put it
just
by the
make sure
heater.
to, like, turn... Yeah, ours isn't by the heater, and then we make sure to...
This is like fire safety.
Yeah, like here's how... It's, like, nothing that we say is actually true or helps
Don't
at
go
all.
by us. We know nothing.
Yeah, but it's like we don't put it by the heater at all.
Yeah.
And then it's like we just turn off all the lights. And it's not just the lights on the tree. Like, we make sure to turn off all of our lights at night before we go to sleep.
I put it on a timer.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, there you go. Easy. Done.
Oh my gosh. I think that they don't want it, so they're trying to compile a list of reasons why they don't want it.
Too much, though. Like,
You know?
you're thinking way too hard.
So it continues, but I think we're done here.
Okay.
We wouldn't compromise. She said I ruined her Christmas spirit, and now she doesn't want a tree at all. We've been arguing since 11, and it's now 5.
Well, yeah, because at that point, it's like, now it's ruined. Because I know that if we get it, you'll hate it. And it'll just bother me.
And you'll never just see how easy and simple it really is.
Yeah.
I feel really bad because I know it's something that she wants, and it'll help her bring back the comfort of her young childhood, but I just don't feel comfortable and confident that we will take care of it properly. It's a good test run. Okay. I want her to be happy and don't want to invalidate her feelings, but it seems like she's not being realistic or showing me she knows what this takes. So am I the a... Well, this person said basically what we were kind of talking about too is you're worried about taking care of a temporary tree?
Yeah. It's like literally dead.
Like, it's not coming back.
It's not even like a house plant where like you try to keep it alive for longer than a month. You know?
This person says compromise, get a small tree, see how it goes.
Yeah, totally.
Like, there are all kinds of sizes.
Yeah, you could literally get a really adorable, like you could go to like a nursery. I saw these. This is what I get for my shop at work. We just go to like a local nursery and get a live tree, but it's usually tiny.
Yeah.
And in like, we could put it in a cute little pot.
You could do that.
We just put a few lights on it and a couple ornaments and call it a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to go too hard. Like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were voted the a-hole.
Yeah, of course.
Mostly because of like how intense they were about every little
It's, like,
thing.
too much.
It's that they just don't want it, so they're trying to justify.
Yeah.
Look for all the reasons, which, like, you know, we've all done that before.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
it is what it is, but that's what the hard thing about relationships are, man. Part of that is the holidays and like trying to bring your traditions together and things you both like and everything.
Yeah.
So. All right, let's move
compromise.
on to Smash or Pass.
Smash or pass, fancy stockings. So like stockings with expensive gifts inside.
Pass. I want cheesy, like simple candy things, yo-yo. Like whatever,
A
like
Slinky.
whatever. Have like little, like maybe like sample size like things, cutesy stuff. I don't love having like a big expensive present in it. I like the unwrapping experience.
See, we
about
do,
you?
that's like pretty much all we do is just like fancy stockings because we don't usually do bigger gifts.
Yeah.
And so I like the fancy stocking.
I get that.
Yeah, yeah.
It just depends what your tradition is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if that was what we did, then that would be exciting because it's like, ooh, what can I fit in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay, what do you got?
you have to smash one, you have to pass on the other.
Okay.
Fake Christmas tree or real Christmas tree.
Oh, well, I mean, I like both for
No,
different
you have to
applications.
pass one and you have to
I'm gonna
smash
this
the
year
other.
in lieu of establishing this new my husband is a lumberjack tradition. We're going with pass on the fake tree and smash the live tree.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would smash the live tree all day. I would pass the fake tree, but like I do see the necessary need. My parents have like one of those giant fake Costco ones because their living room is amazing for that. And then they have a real one, compromise, in the like kitchen area.
Yeah.
Oh, to be a freaking whatever generation that is with the house that has room.
Yeah.
And space.
Jeez. I know the huge vaulted ceiling.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah.
I get to enjoy it. But so I like to do a real tree, but we don't do it every year because if we're gone, I don't like to do one. And because it is messy and everything. Like I understand that Reddit person's problem a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's why we
serious
compromise.
as they like made it out,
like
though.
if we're going to be home, like I'll definitely have a real tree. I don't have a fake one anymore, but I did have a Nightmare Before Christmas tree, but it was white and it turned really ugly yellow after like 10 years. So
gross.
I had to get rid of it, but I do want to get that again. And I keep it up from Halloween to Christmas.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we have a fake one, like I said, but this year we're starting something new.
Do it. It smells so, it's the smell. It smells so good.
The smell of death. That's what it is.
Well, that's depressing, Liz.
Yeah, so I learned that because when we had, if you listened before, to the Christmas tree in the barrel, it doesn't smell.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't smell unless it's chopped down and dying.
That makes me sad.
So even though I had a live Christmas tree planted in a pot that was literally alive and thriving, I would still have to spray it with fake pine smell spray.
Oh. Well, what I've done some years is
going on with your hat?
Well, it's falling off, man. So we're like
yeah.
you have to do it too. So what I've done some year, like one year, my sister surprised me. This is so much better. How did we go this whole episode not doing this? We're sorry, guys. It's like kind of like a gold rush Christmas hat now, like hillbilly a little bit. Okay, so my sister surprised me one year with like one of those live wreaths from Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
And then we didn't have a tree that year, but I still felt the vibes because I had the wreath. So it smelled great.
Yeah.
You do have to spray those too, though. They start drying really fast. I hang them up too. Another pro tip, when you're going and getting and paying them to cut off the stump and put it in the tree thing for you, you can save like the clippings too, you know, and all the things. I was telling Liz about that. I'm like, make sure you do this. I'll make bundles of the clippings and I'll hang them with a red bow on our doors in our house.
Yeah.
And it smells so good everywhere.
Amazing.
So
we have a tree in our backyard that smells like Christmas tree all year long.
So is it dying?
It's not, but it's probably dying continuously. It's not dead, but like it will shed needles and branches. Okay, so the needles
at least will smell good if they're shedding.
If they're
shedding. I've been to the forest and it smells good.
Yeah, but this tree wasn't continuously shedding. It was literally like we would bring it in and it might shed a little bit, but not really. And so it never smelled like anything. But yeah, the big tree in the backyard, I mean, that one, like, because it's huge. So it's constantly like...
Yeah. That's
turning stuff over. Yeah, it's awesome.
Nice.
So I could just also cut it off of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you got for me?
Smash or pass driving around looking at Christmas decorations.
Oh. I like it for like a couple minutes.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I've seen them all. Okay, what I do like, I guess I'll say smash because when we're at my parents' house, they have a golf cart. And now it's become a tradition to all wrap up in blankets. And my dad drives us around. And then it's funny and we're making jokes. And it's not even about the lights.
Yeah.
It's about being all together. But like actually in a car doing it, I'm like, oh, cool for a couple minutes. I love them. I want them up. I just want to see them like when I'm like driving around doing errands and stuff.
Yeah, it's like I almost like me and my sister and Brendan, like we went and looked at some Halloween decorations the other night, but we walked like around.
Yeah.
I almost like that better. Like walking, if you're going to have like a cocoa and like walk around, like we wouldn't be able to do that in our neighborhood because we live way too far out. But, you know, I feel like that could be fun if you live in a neighborhood. I'm not too huge on the whole, like, get in the car and drive around and look at all the Christmas lights.
Okay.
I don't know, it's okay.
It depends where it does because some places do it hard. So I've been to my friends kind of near their neighborhood. It's in Torrance in California. And there is like literally a street named like Candy Cane Lane.
Oh, yeah. yeah.
Sure,
It's
people
like,
have heard of it.
It's on New Girl.
Okay, yeah, it's the same one, yeah. So then people do hot cocoa, and you walk around, and it's like blocks of it. So it's
Yeah.
not like spot the house that has the decorations.
Yeah.
And people go hard. So places like that in Bakersfield, there are a couple places that used to do it. I don't know if they still do, but one house like one year did the Christmas vacation house, and they had all the everything. It's something different too for me when things are like homemade. Not cheesy, but like well done, you know, than just like, let me throw up a bunch of this stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So that's the difference too. So if it's purposeful, I'm totally smashing, you know?
Yeah, there's like this sounds so weird, but there's like a mobile home trailer park that goes nuts.
That's so
like up where we
sweet.
live.
I love
and
that.
like we'll usually like we've done like cruise through there, you know, on past years, and that's been fun. But yeah, just like a general like roaming around town looking for good
Yeah, I
decorations.
wouldn't do that.
Like I don't really
and
like
nobody
that.
around here, there's a place that goes hard for Halloween, but for Christmas, I don't think so. So
Yeah.
And I would prefer not to be in the car, I think.
Yeah,
You know, it'd be
same.
fun to walk around.
Yeah.
So, yeah. There we
Okay.
go.
What do you got?
Okay, smash or pass, matching PJs.
Smash.
Smash all day.
Yeah. I'm
day.
like the only one I feel like in my family who likes that.
Oh, I love it.
I used to try to like
We
put
have
stuff
matching shirts
together.
right now.
I used to
But
like
that was my husband, so.
I used to like try to put stuff together, but I kind of like in the last couple of years kind of gave up because I kind of seemed like I was the only one who was into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, I don't know. My husband did pick us up matching Halloween shirts this year,
Yeah.
so who knows what might happen.
Yeah. They're really like, oh, we love it. And maybe they'll forefront it this year. That'd be nice.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Yeah, we do. My mom buys everybody matching PJs. I love it. And then I will try to at least have my girls be matchy. And so me and my husband usually end up doing something like these t-shirts I got us one year. We had matching elf things. So it just depends. If something has to inspire me when it comes to like just us.
Yeah.
You know? But otherwise, I love it. I love it. I love a good matching
fun.
fun moment. I think it's cute.
I like it too.
Some people are very against it.
I know, which is weird
So,
to me.
you
It's
know,
like,
but,
that's a
hey.
weird hill to die on. What about sleepover on Christmas Eve?
Sleepover
Smash
where?
Like wherever.
Smash.
Yeah. That's how I
Fun.
feel.
Why not?
I like that, like, you know, my sister used to always spend the night at our house
Aw.
on Christmas Eve, kind of a
Yeah.
thing, you know, that's fun.
I mean, I usually am at my parents' house again.
Yeah, so
Or-
that was a
or-
sleepover.
I think one year they might have come here, or if not, we want them to, you know?
Yeah.
It's like switch things up. As long as the traditions are going on,
It can be wherever.
it can be wherever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Decorating sugar cookies. Smash or pass?
Pass.
What about eating them?
Eating is fine.
No. I'm opposite.
Yeah, I can't. It's too craft adjacent.
Yeah, my mom does most of the work still to this day. But I'll do it. I'll do it at my house too with the girls. But
If it's like a round sugar cookie with just a regular frosting on it, that's fine. But like even with like sprinkles, that's okay. But if it's like anything beyond that,
yeah.
like a shape,
We
or
do all
like-
the shapes. But I
Yeah.
gotta tell you, because we feed the masses, it does get tiring. You
Yeah, I
do
bet.
get burnt out after a few. I just really want to do a few, 3, maybe 5 max if there's gingerbread men included, because my mom makes a really good gingerbread man. Oh, so good. It's like, for when I do it with my girls, there used to be a bakery over here that made really good gingerbread men too, and it was nice because you could just buy like 5 of those
and then just decorate them.
you know, because there's a lot of steps involved, and sometimes I'm a different person by the time we've moved on to the next
That's my
step.
issue with crafts.
And I just want to sit and watch Christmas movies.
Same.
Yeah. So I do like decorating them, but to a point. Like,
Yeah, I used
it gets
to
a little out of
be,
hand.
like really into cake decorating, and I used to do like very intricate designs.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, maybe 5 years ago, I was just like, who am I? No, as long as it tastes good and like it'll still look pretty. But now I'm more like I just put the frosting on,
That's what this
ice
is.
it, and just
We just, it's a mess. You know, it's kids doing it. You
Yeah.
know, it's a mess. There's sprinkles. I always try at the beginning, and it just ends up, my mom made 50 cookies and everybody's tired, so we just have to just throw it together real quick.
Yeah.
And then my dad will come by 3 times and be like, make sure don't frost them all, because he likes them burnt and plain.
burnt
Yeah.
and plain.
Yep.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my mom's sugar cookies are like one of the only ones I'll eat though, because they're not as sugary. She makes them all from scratch, so.
I like the sugar cookies that are like The ones you buy at Safeway.
Ugh, Loft House.
I don't know the brand.
They're very thick.
They're thick and bready.
They're like the biscuit of cookies.
Yeah, that's probably why I like them.
Oh, so gross. Just flour and frosting.
Well, I've been wanting to like try my hand at perhaps making those vegan. And then because I perfected my cream cheese frosting recipe.
If it was cream cheese, it would help.
So I thought it would be like it's like a thick sugar cookie and then like a cream cheese frosting on the top with some sprinkles. I feel like that might be good.
Yeah. You know, that's probably why I don't like crumble cookie, because it's almost like, have you ever had a crumble cookie before? It's very crumbly. No, it's like very cakey, like a Loft House cookie.
I'm a cake gal.
Yeah, you are, so I can see why you like it.
Yeah.
But I tried making Loft House sugar cookies one time because everybody in my family loves them.
Yeah.
So I'm not against making things that I don't like.
Yeah.
And it was a disaster.
Oh, was it? They just didn't turn out good.
It was so hard. Yeah. Because I was making both. I made regular sugar cookies and I made these, and I was like, this is terrible. I don't remember what went wrong, but all of it.
I'm going to try it.
It might have been my vibes,
Maybe
though.
This Christmas I'll try it.
Yeah.
And see if it works out. And if it's good, I'll send you the recipe.
This Christmas, you'll make the Loft House cookies. See? Get stuck in your head. All right, what do you got for me?
Smash or pass Christmas cards?
Pass.
Yeah.
I've never done one.
I used to do one every year.
Yeah.
I would schedule
for you.
a photo shoot, like just a mini one, 30 minutes or less, with me and my husband and our animals. That way we'd have a nice set of photos from every year as a family. And I'd make a Christmas card and we'd send them out. And then I just liberated myself from that. I'd say it was either last year was the first year I didn't do one, or maybe the year before. I think it was last year was the first year I didn't do one. Yeah. And it was great. I was like, you know how much less work it is to just not care and not do it? It's so nice.
It's me. Been not caring since 1988.
I wish that I would have started sooner, truthfully. You know, it's
you just don't ever start, guys.
Yeah, don't
Once
start.
you do, it's a slippery slope.
It's a trap. You know, but you can liberate yourself whenever you want, and I think that is what I've learned. You know,
Life.
It's like I turned 35, and I was like, I can't be bothered.
You don't have to be the same person you were when you started at 22 or whatever.
It's so true, and it's like, you know, I think that the family enjoys it, but I can't be doing all the stuff anymore.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. That's why I've never put it in.
Yeah, it's a lot of
People
work.
ask me, like, okay, I love your Christmas cards, your pictures. Like, I love that, especially that, like, that's become a thing. It's not just like sending regular picture cards or regular cards that you just buy at the store that you like make them.
Yeah.
You know, I love it. I love getting everybody's. And I feel like I need to put out a full on PSA to everybody in my life that, like, I got scared last year because I'm like, I wonder if people think that I'm a jerk and don't, because I get a lot of, not to like sound braggadocious, I get a lot of people's families' Christmas cards and pictures, you know, and I don't ever send one. And one of my friends asked me last year, like, oh, do you not do Christmas cards? Like, I had a feeling they were probably asking for the group. Like, never, not once.
I mean,
I love other people's though. I do. But I've done family photos one time, and it's just so chaotic and stressful. I will never get everybody's address. It's like, that's the thing. It's almost like the crafting thing. Like, even though I like some crafts, for me, I would get one of the steps done, and then the rest is lost in history. And then I just have these cute pictures that, sure, they're cute, but nobody's getting those cards.
Yeah.
See, I did that
like
with my daughters.
Me, it's like the photo shoot part I like, because then it also gives us photos just to have.
Yeah.
And making the card is actually really easy now with Vistaprint and all that kind of stuff.
I get too particular. It takes me days.
Oh, see, for me, it's easy. I just pick a couple and slap it on there.
Yeah.
The issue for me that's really time consuming is I have to make sure I have everyone's addresses compiled.
Oh my gosh,
I have to make sure I don't miss anyone, because I don't want to send a Christmas card out to everyone and then forget someone. Because then it's extra more obvious if you sent out 50 cards and this one uncle didn't get one or whatever. For both sides of my family, and that gets really overwhelming. And then sitting there and actually addressing like 50 cards and like mailing,
or even if you print it, that's not an easy solution, as we know.
It's not.
Printer's gonna
Something
jam.
will go wrong. Yeah,
It's not gonna like that paper.
Yeah, exactly, because it's different, you know, because
Oh
it's
my
the sticky
gosh.
labels, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like Vistaprint will do it for you, but you still have to come up with the list.
Oh my gosh.
So that's the part that's overwhelming, and so that's why I'm just like, you know what, I'm out. I'm quitting.
Yeah.
I'm quietly quitting a lot of things I don't want to do. Last year, I didn't even put any ornaments on the tree.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because like the year before we had gotten a kitten and she like was getting caught in the tree and ripping all the ornaments down and stuff. And so we had to take them off anyway. Yeah. Last year I was like, okay, well, she's usually pretty good. And now, you know, and so I'm like, I don't really think it'd be an issue.
Yeah.
But I wanted to wait. I decorated the whole house and then I waited for my husband to get home so that we could do the ornaments on the tree together.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know what? I don't really care. And I'm like, okay. I just like literally just never put ornaments on the tree.
What about just some lights?
Yeah, I just put lights. It looks
that's
great.
all you need, you know?
So, you know, it's like, if I feel like it, I'm going to do it. If I don't feel like it, it's not going to give me joy. Why am I doing it?
Yeah.
You know?
You know, I think that, like, the pictures are a great idea because it's like, you know, you'll have those printed.
Yeah.
It's like everything that comes after.
Yeah.
So, yeah, PSA to anybody that knows us in real life. I'm not excluding you. I exclude everyone.
Yeah. Me too now.
One gets
it's great.
So, now nobody will be getting Christmas cards from us, okay?
From either of us, and just is what it is.
But I love them. I love seeing them. I love getting them.
Yeah.
You know, but
Same.
It's a pass. It's a hard pass.
Hard pass. Okay, what do you got? Do you have any left for me?
Have any last words?
Do you have an actual Smash or Pass to sign this off with?
One. I have one for Smash or Pass.
Okay.
Just the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas story. Smash it or pass it.
Smash.
Yeah, all day.
Yeah, I used to have a book. I might still have it. With that I
do you
out.
read it to Kanan every Christmas Eve?
Every Christmas Eve,
You should. You should not tell him and just sneak
just
it
do
into
it.
his ear.
I should
it's the
do
night
it
before Christmas and all through the house.
He'd literally sit there and just listen and be like, "This is so weird, but I'm letting it happen."
Just let it happen, man.
But yeah, I do have some Christmas books that I put out.
Yeah,
you know, as
course,
decorations
obviously.
or whatever. Yeah, and I think that is one of them. So yeah, I mean, it's a nice cozy story. Whatever.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay, so this is my last one. This is the official Smash or Pass to sign off. Smash or Pass, Santa Claus from that new-ish movie, Klaus, I think is how you say it on Netflix.
Show me the visual aids. Show me the money.
Okay. You'll have to insert a photo.
Oh.
He's very daddy.
He's Zeus.
He's Zeus.
He's Zeus adjacent. So that's going to have to be a smash.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he's so sweet and nice.
Triton
he
gives Triton vibes for those listening.
Yeah, you'll have to put a picture up.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, very Triton, very Zeus, very like white beardy, but like more in a like Viking way.
Yeah, for sure. Because he has a ponytail.
Yeah. And he makes toys for kids.
He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
But he's grumpy.
And he's jolly.
If you haven't seen this movie, you should watch it. My sister had us watch it. And how Santa origin. So it's origin story of how he became Santa Claus. Klaus.
Cool. I like that.
So he's grumpy because he had a hard life.
Oh.
But it
adds
grumpy
claws.
But
that
makes
it better.
Another layer to his personality.
For sure.
To his character development.
Okay, well, take all that out of your head because I feel like for our first Christmas episode, our unhinged smashes or passes, we need to just get this all out there.
Okay.
Just Santa Claus.
Just
as
general?
Traditionally conceptualized in our brains. Not
There's
that
so
one.
many different versions.
Just pick the most traditional, typical Santa Claus you could think of. Smash or pass.
Like Miracle on 34th Street. Santa.
Whatever. Just pick one. Whatever pops in your brain.
I feel like there's so many different versions. I'm having a hard time with this. Like, if I think of a traditional Santa Claus, I think of, like, Miracle on 34th Street Santa Claus. That would be a pass because he's old. Like, too old.
Santa is old. He is Fae adjacent in years.
But he looks like an old man.
He turned Fae when he was old.
If it's, like, Miracle on 34th Street, traditional Santa Claus, I'm going to say pass because that's a little bit too, like... He's like a grandpa. He's like my grandpa.
Yeah.
It's too close to grandpa for me.
I agree.
Like, yeah.
Anything other than the one I showed, I was a hard pass until you showed me that one.
It just has to have the right edge.
Because obviously, you know, it's a grandpa. I want to hang out with him.
Yeah.
He seems like a great guy.
A nice guy. Fun.
Yeah.
Cool. Like, you know, probably really knowledgeable about stuff for sure.
But I don't get those vibes.
No.
So.
But Klaus is the origin story. So we're seeing him as like the hot, like I said, like Viking adjacent early years.
All right. Okay. So. There you have it, guys.
You heard it here first.
You got, I can't wait to see what
what we should do is look up like all the different versions of Santa Claus we can find in popular media.
Yeah.
And then have you guys vote on all of them.
Ooh, pick the best.
Pick the best.
Like, best Santa wins.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Sexy Santa.
Sexy Santa. I always think about like Schmidt on New Girl.
Yeah.
It's
That's
so
great.
classic.
All right,
right.
guys. Freaking Merry Christmas.
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
holidays, because Hanukkah is coming too. So happy Hanukkah to you
And
out
New
there.
Year's.
Happy New Year's. We will be taking the next 2 weeks off.
Yeah.
So we won't see you next Tuesday unless you're listening to this later. So please enjoy your holiday season. Have a great new year. We'll be back the week after. Definitely make sure to subscribe, like, follow anywhere you like to listen to your favorite podcast before you go. I know this was a long episode, but thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that we delivered on the Christmas
just brought you
vibes.
a little bit of Christmas cheer,
'Cause we're
some
ready.
laughs.
We're
Took
ready.
a little of the edge off if you're stressed out, or maybe
Yeah.
if you're having a hard time, because I know sometimes the holidays can be
It
tough
can
for
be
people.
hard. Yeah. So we just want to make sure we're there for you guys in whatever way we can be.
Just
Yeah.
give you a laugh
Yeah.
or a few laughs.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Merry Christmas, and we'll see you in a couple Tuesdays.
See you in a couple Tuesdays. Bye. Ho, ho, ho.